I was born and raised in a Christian home. My dad was head deacon of the church pretty much my entire life. At the age of 5, I asked the Lord to come and be my Savior, more out of fear of dying and going to hell and burning forever. And as a kid, that can be very devastating. And I asked, it was in July of 1969, I asked the Lord to come and be my Savior. Going to summer camp, that was always a big thing with my pastor at that time was Gene Chitwood, and we would go to camp, and it was very evident that the Lord was working in my heart. I went through a Beth Moore Bible study called Breaking Free. And that was probably the most significant thing in my life, was realizing that I had an issue with pride, and it wasn't that I was a prideful person, but I wouldn't allow people to help me. Very independent still am. But it was during that time, here I had 4 kids. Mark, I had to be at church early, and getting 4 kids ready, being at church at 8:30, and working with these ladies because we sang once a month, which required a lot for me. I worked a full-time job. I worked for a CPA firm at that time, and I really saw God work on me independently. I had a friend of mine that came up to me and said, "You are just not content and happy." And boy, God really sheds the things that you don't need, and you realize what's really important. And it was during that time Mark had several hospital stays and had a pacemaker put in, and people in the church just rallied around our family because we've never lived close to family. We've always had adopted grandparents for all of our kids, and it's wonderful to see God take what the world would look at as a negative and make it wonderful. And He did. I've seen God supply needs that I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. But I did. I saw it. And that was probably the most significant change that affected me. You realize in your life the things that are really important. And it's not physical things that you have. It is the family that you have, that you build around you. My dad always said, the people you hang around with says who you are as an individual. Well, the people that I hang around with are my church family, because I don't have an immediate family here, but the church family is my immediate family. And I have drawn upon my life verse, which is Jeremiah 33:3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. And I can say, I have seen that evident in my life just about every day. And I give God the glory and the praise for using an unworthy vessel to do His work.